Amazing Grace is a Darna toy from Funko Pop. Yay! Hello, what's up guys? My name is Percy and I'm the Guinness World Record holder for the largest collection of fast food toys. Yeah, baby! But for today, instead of reviewing our typical fast food toys, I have to make way to this particular toy because not only do I collect fast food toys, but I also collect sometimes, you know, those branded toys that we get to find in those fine toy stores like Toy Kingdom or Toys R Us. Yeah. And so this is one momentous toy because you know, this international toy producer, toy factory, I don't know what you would call it, Funko Pop. It's such an iconic toy company, decided to produce one of our beloved iconic Filipino superhero, that of Darna. Yehey! Look at this! Isn't this great? Now, a lot of people have gone crazy about this particular product, and so did I. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it to the Makati Toy Convention. Yeah, because I'm working. So I simply asked my friends to get for me this particular toy, but he himself was also limited to buying just a two or one of these particular toy. So what I did, and after a couple of weeks, I have this friend who also knows a friend that has a few extra of these Darna toys, and so he actually let me buy one of them, but with a steeper price. I think it's almost double the price. So, you know, who's complaining? You know, sometimes when you know that this is a really great toy, you really won't mind even if you have to spend a couple more. It becomes immaterial, so to speak. Okay, so this is the toy. You know, for those of you who are not well versed, like for example, if you're from other countries, you're not so well versed with the Darna, but here in the Philippines, almost everybody knows about Darna. She's actually a creation by Mars Ravelo way back in 1939. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And back then, she was named Varga. She was inspired by her mother, who single-handedly raised her family, the family of Mars Ravelo. And from that experience, he got inspiration to come up with a Filipino female protagonist, a superhero, somewhat like Superman or Wonder Woman in the States. Yeah, so he came up with Varga. But it was only in 1950s when Varga was, you know, was renamed, and he was sort of rebirth. There's some kind of a rebirth that happened to that character of Mars Ravelo, and thus gave birth to what is now known as Darna. Look at this. This is Darna. And you know, here in the Philippines, a lot of actors, actresses, and even actors actually done the costume of Darna. I think the more popular ones would have to be you know, Vilma Santos, I think Nanette Medved, Anjaneta Bayari, Sharon Cuneta, Lorna Tolentino, Gina Pareño. I think Regine Velasquez also did a cameo in Captain Marvel, and she was donning the Darna costume. And during the time of Angel Locsin, when she was Darna in the GMA teleseries, Regine Velasquez actually loaned her voice in the shouting of Darna, because it's a little bit high and, you know, typical Darna. And also Marian Rivera also donned the costume, and right now there's a lot of brouhaha over this. Yeah, I thought Liza Zobrano got it in the bag, but then she had to turn it down because of certain physical incapacity. So I think right now there's this new actress Jane DeLeon who will be pursuing this newest movie of Darna. I hope it will come into fruition because it's been a long time coming since this movie was actually conceptualized. This movie from Star Cinema, I think, but I don't know. There were rumors that it will be Angel Locsin who will be, you know, who will be the Darna once again, and then Liza Sobrano. Now it's Jane DeLeon. Let's hope that it will eventually made into the movie that it was, into the great movie that it was meant to be. Okay, so this is the toy. This is a Funko Pop Darna, and then just for this, I would like to open this particular box. Okay, carefully though. Now this is one good thing about the Funko Pops. You can actually open them up and then bring them back to their original boxing, just as long as you don't really ruin the packaging. Okay, so let's open up Darna. Okay, let's see Darna. Wait a minute. Okay, be careful. This is like the whole holy grail for all toy collectors here in the Philippines. This Darna. Okay, so there you go. This is Darna. Look at that. The details are actually very faithful to how the costume of Darna is actually is from the original. Although there are a couple of tweaks, a couple of metamorphoses that have been undergone with the costume, but I think this is also faithful. This was actually inspired by the Philippine Air Force, this particular wings, according to the son of Mars Ravelo. And then the red, it's predominantly a primary color in our Philippine flag. You know, the red color and the yellow are also okay. I think what it lacks is the color blue. So I don't know. So red is more like a combative color. So almost always Darna is always fighting off the villains. You know, several villains that have been concocted by this very creative mind of Mars Ravelo. Like, for example, who would forget about Valentina, the one, it's sort of like a Medusa character. And then when I was a kid, I was watching Darna, and I was really scared by those gigantic villains back then. There were Max Alvarado, Aiglosada, and they were so enormous. Even given the primitive filmmaking capabilities they have then, they were able to actually portray gigantic characters, and I was so scared about those scenes, especially when Max Alvarado, or it was Aiglosado, who sort of pulled out the roofings of that nipa hut. And then to behold that there's this family inside, that they would grab them out of their houses. It was really, really scary. I mean, for a kid about probably 7 years old, I was really, really petrified by that particular scene from Darna. I think back then it was Vilma Santos, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and there was also this Planet Woman, Electra, Planet Woman, and there is another scary character. Like they're supposedly twins, and the twin is like an enchanted creature, which somehow pops up from the hunchback of this little girl, and it was very scary. So those are some of the more unforgettable characters of some unforgettable villains in the Darna movies. Okay, so let's see. Look at this. The hair is so flowing. Yeah, so dramatically as befitting a superhero. And then there's the signature eyes of the Funko Pops. And then the wardrobe is basically very faithful, as I would have remembered the costume of Darna. And then the famous line is, "Ding! Ang bato!" And then immediately this Ding character I thought was a sibling of Narda, because that's the alter ego of Darna. When he's not Darna, he's Narda. And then she would ask for this enchanting stone from Ding. Ding, I don't know if he's a sibling or is actually, because there are songs that that sort of portray that Ding actually has a crush on Darna. So definitely they're not siblings. Okay, so once Ding, a little boy, would give the stone, this enchanted stone to Darna, she would swallow it, and Narda would simply shout, Darna! And then she would instantaneously transform himself into this superheroine, Darna. Okay, so that's it. Okay, and I must say this particular toy, this Darna toy, is definitely an amazing grace. Okay, so once again guys, let us try to be thankful for every amazing grace that come into our lives, be they in the form of a Darna toy like this or our other Filipino superheroes, or probably be thankful also for all those international heroes that kind of inspired our Filipino creative minds into coming up with our own, like for example Superman, Wonder Woman, Captain America, and Iron Man. All of these creations actually stirred up a lot of creative imaginations. They stirred up our creative juices also. So we need to be thankful for them. Okay. So basically be thankful for all the amazing grace that come to our lives, be they big or small, be they seemingly insignificant or the truly eventful ones, or just about every amazing grace that make our lives a lot more happy and jolly. So thank you guys for tuning in to Percy's Fast Food Toys, and I hope to see you again with our next Funko Pop toy. So until then, Darna!